Welcome back, guys, for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we're going to take a look at the details for the EZA of the Super Saiyan Goku Prime Battle. Alright, so we're just going to quickly look at his, before he obviously gets his EZA. His leader skill is 3 ki and 3000 to attack for all types. Not the best leader skill. Even when he released, that was actually not that good, because again, it only gave attack, no defense or HP at all. Alright, so his 12 ki, the Super Kamehameha, only causes colossal damage to the enemy, with the 18 ki being the Super Spirit Bomb, raising allies' attack for by 30% for one turn. Okay, that effect is decent, but again, just raising attack, and maybe if he raised defense as well, that would be better, but again, that was, I would say, considerably pretty good when he first released. And then his passive is just 10,000 to attack and 3,000 to defense when facing one enemy. And then of course he only has 6 links, and I think even after his EZA he only still has 6 links, which is pretty rare for units now, because again, most units only have 7. Again, the only ones that have around 6 or 5 are those who have not had an awakening or Dokkan awakening yet. Alright, so let's take a look at his EZA form. After his EZA, his leader skill is actually pretty decent. It's 4 ki, 90% to stats. Again, that's for super class. And then extreme class, it's 3 ki, 70% to stats. So again, he's a decent free-to-play unit to run in terms of a leader skill, because again, he gives that 4 ki. Personally, I would have preferred maybe 3 ki, 100% to stats, just give that extra 10% boost to attack and defense and HP. But again, not a bad leader skill by any means. Alright, so his 12 ki greatly raises attack and defense for one turn and causes colossal damage to the enemy. Again, that's his 12 ki super attack, which is actually pretty good. So if you want, you can go full additionals for this unit if that's what you really want. I know just by playing around with him, ki is a bit of an issue for him, but again, that's before his EZA. Okay, so his 18 ki causes mega colossal damage to the enemy, raises allies' attack by 30%, and a chance of performing a critical hit by 10% for one turn. Okay, so he keeps the 30% ally attack raise, and then he gives them an extra 10% chance to perform a crit. That is an okay effect. Personally, I would have kept the greatly raises attack and defense for one turn. I think that would have been much better. That would have made him 100 times better, but again, that effect is not bad by any means. And then passive, he gets 59% attack and defense, which is really, really strong. Again, and the reason for that is because he is one of the first LRs, so he has really good defensive and attack stats, like 20,000 attack, and then 13k to defense. So again, this is going to be a very big buff for him. And then he gets 3 ki and an additional 59% to defense as the first attacker in the turn, and an additional 59% attack when performing an ultra super attack. And then he gives all allies 3 ki when attacking extreme class allies. So he's very good for sure. After his EZA, he's very good, because again, if you have him in the first slot, he gets basically 118% attack and defense, and then again, you put that next to his really high defensive stats as an LR, he's going to be very good. He's going to be able to tank extremely well. And again, the first slot, not a bad choice either, because again, if you only get his 12 ki, he then greatly raises his defense. So this Goku's going to be very good defensively, and then offensively as well, because again, he gets this on super attack, so that factors in differently than just the straight 59% attack and defense at the start of turn. And then giving himself 3 ki is also really beneficial, and then him giving ki to the rotation, or to just all allies in general when fighting an extreme class enemy, is very, very powerful. So overall, very solid unit. Again, I would get this EZA done. He's a very good unit. Next up is 1000 Day Goku. Now 1000 Day Goku, as said right here, you have to log in for 1,000 days in order to get all of the copies necessary to rainbow him. And then it says right here, you need 2,000 days logged in order to get his medals to EZA him. So before, he was all types, 3 ki, 100% to stats. So again, easily one of the best free-to-play LR leader skills out there. His 12 ki Spirit Bomb caused colossal damage to the enemy and raises allies' attack by 20% for one turn. 18 ki the Super Spirit Bomb caused mega colossal damage to the enemy, and raised allies' attack and defense by 25% for 1 turn. So again, putting him in the first slot, given that extra attack and defensive buff, is really, really solid. And then his passive is 77% attack and an additional 7% attack and defense, and recovers 7,777 HP per key sphere obtained. So again, he is an orb, a very orb hungry unit. Again, the 7% attack and defense per orb is actually a pretty decent, I mean, it's a decently good effect. Of course, he wasn't the best defensively, but he actually still hits pretty hard, because again, with that extra attack per key sphere, he's going to hit very good numbers. And then with the start of turn attack buff, again, like I said before, he's going to hit decently hard. And then he's got pretty good link set, Z Fighters all in the family, Experienced Fighters, Saiyan Lineage, Prepared for Battle, Supreme Power, and Legendary Power. And now, after his EZA, he is all types 3 key, 120% to stats, so again, easily one of the best free-to-play LRs. Again, because of his leader skill for all types, he's easily the most, like, no-brainer unit you want to run. And then, now, his 12 key, the Spirit Bomb, raises allies' attack and defense by 20% for 2 turns, so that's a 2-turn buff, his 12 key. And then his 18 key causes mega colossal damage and raises allies' attack and defense by 30% for 1 turn. So I kind of like this, where you can either choose to give maybe a smaller buff, but it's for 2 turns, or you can choose to get the bigger buff for only 1 turn. And then his passive is 77% attack and defense at the start of turn, so again, super good. Start of turn attack and defensive buff, and then with 12k defense, he's going to be fine defensively. Maybe not the strongest attack ever for an LR, but again, very, very decent defense he's going to have with that 77% at the start of turn. And then he gets 1 key, attack and defense, and a chance of performing a critical hit plus 7%, and recovers 7,777 HP per key sphere obtained. Okay, so he gets 1 key and 7% attack and defense, and a 7% chance to perform a critical hit, and he recovers the same HP as before per key sphere. Okay, so that's really good. So if you get 10 key spheres, you get 10 key, 70% attack and defense, and a 70% chance to perform a critical hit. And then I'm not doing all that 7 math, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. And then he gets an additional 1,000 defense per key sphere obtained for 1,000 turns from the start of turn, and then an extra 2,000 attack. So I guess in a way I could really put this in is that he is going to hit very hard, and he's going to have some very good defense. But again, this is all orb dependent, so again, you really want rainbow orb changers for this guy to get him all the orbs necessary. But yeah, he is a very orb hungry person. Very, very orb hungry. But again, this 77% attack and defense at the start of turn, that's easily gonna be more than okay when it comes to carrying you in some events. Again, this is just like extra stuff that they added on top of him, but this alone, this buff right here is already very, very good. And then of course, factoring the links, like on the family, 20% defense, Z Fighters, 20% attack, Prepared for Battle, 5% attack and defense and 2 key, Experienced Fighters, 15% attack, Saiyan Lineage, 5% attack and defense and 2 key. This Goku's gonna hit very hard. Again, I mean, I know I say that all the time, oh, this unit's gonna hit very hard, but honestly, he's gonna hit really hard. And while we're at it, let's take a look at the awakenings for the AGL Vegito. So again, before he was only this SSR, and now he's getting his Dokkan Awakening, and he is AGL 2 key, 77, not 77, but 70% to stats. So again, fodder leader skill, big, his super attack, Big Bang attack, raises allies attack by 25% for 1 turn. I am a little disappointed by this. Personally, I would have maybe preferred to see maybe just raises defense for 1 turn would have been better, and then still keep this raises attack, just to make him a little bit better. Okay, so he gets 120% attack and defense at the start of turn, so flat out. So that's pretty good. Okay, so he almost has not the best defensive stat, but again, he is a free-to-play World Tournament unit, so 120% attack and defense at the start of turn, 2 key and additional 120% attack and defense, and it has a great chance, a 70% chance of evading enemies' attacks as the first attacker in a turn. Superclass allies 30% attack and defense. Okay, so again, right off the bat, very good unit. Very good unit. Because if you put him in the first slot, he's going to get 2 ki. He has 240% attack and defense, and he has a 70% chance to dodge. So, again, that's very good. The only issue being is that he has to actually super attack first in order to get this part of his passive. So he only gets this at the start of turn, the 120%. After he supers, or no, when he supers, is when he gives himself the 2 ki, the 120% attack and defense, and the 70% chance to dodge. So again, you are a little bit screwed if there's a lot of attacks in the first slot. Again, that's the only unfortunate part, but if there aren't that many attacks in the first slot and all the attacks are afterwards, then you're going to be fine, because again, he's going to have that 70% chance to dodge, that extra 2 ki, and the extra 120% to attack and defense. And then, of course, link levels. Get this guy to level 10. Things like Brainiacs is going to be very good for him. Obviously, Prepare for Battle, Saiyan Lineage, Saiyan Warrior Race, Power Bestowed by God. You know, all these really solid links are going to be very beneficial for him. And then he's on Patara, Majin Buu Saga, Final Trump Card, Battle of Wits. So overall, very decent unit. Again, the only issue is he gets that second part of his passive after he supers. And then, of course, the support type ability of 30% attack and defense to all superclass allies is always going to be very good, especially when you run him on teams like Battle of Wits, where you have the LR Vegito. Easily one of the best units in the game. Alright, so now let's take a look at Android 8. Android 8. Or Hachan. I think I butchered his name, but I know him as Android 8. Alright, so he's SDR, 2 ki, 70% to stats. Again, fodder leader skill. Fist of Rage causes supreme damage, lowers attack and defense with the medium chance of stunning the enemy, which is a 30% chance, so actually a decent chance to stun. Appreciation for Goku, he gets 150% attack and guards all attacks for 3 turns after receiving an attack. Okay, so that is very good. Reduces damage received by 8% with each attack received up to 40%. Okay, so that is really good. So even before the second part of his passive, which we'll get to, so he needs to get hit 5 times in order to get 40% damage reduction. He guards for 3 turns after receiving an attack. But again, that doesn't run out, because after the 3 turns, he gets hit again, he gets the guard once more. So it's basically he has guard always, is the way I would put it, except for the attack that he obviously is going to receive in order to activate it again, but he's basically always going to have guard. And he gets 150% attack, so he's going to hit pretty hard already. Okay, and then the second part is he gets 120% attack and defense when there's a Goku's family category ally on the team. The only issue being is, again, androids, there's no Goku on there. Dragon Ball Saga, there are like the Grade 8 Kid Gokus and just Kid Gokus in general. I think Goku and Orale. Okay, I don't think Goku and Orale counts, yeah, because they're not on that saga, never mind. And then Exploding Rage. Let's take a quick look at Exploding Rage, see if there's any Gokus on. Because I really don't think that there's Gokus on there. Goku doesn't really... Well, actually, on Namek, he does pretty... you know, he does get pretty pissed in Namek, so... Maybe he might be here? Okay, yeah, there's this Tech 1, but I doubt you're gonna run him. Who else? Alright, Namek Goku, again. So there's this Namek Goku. There's this STR, also Namek Goku. Let me see if there's any others. No, that appears to be it. Alright, so... Yeah, the only real Goku that I would say that you could run with this Android 8 is this guy. That's the only unit I would ever maybe see anyone run him with. It's just Namek Goku. And that's actually pretty good too, because then, again, they're both on Super STR. So again, Dokkan Ultimate Clash. Boom, you can run them both as a rotation. He gets hit, activates his guard. He starts building up that damage reduction. This guy's going to be very good defensively as well as offensively. Very good. So again, not a bad unit by any chance. The only issue is you only can really run him on Exploding Rage and Dragon Ball Saga. But even then, Dragon Ball Saga, just taking a quick look at it, the only really good Kid Goku or Goku unit in general is just the leader of the category, this Kid Goku. Because, like I said before, the only other Gokus are, what's it called? Just the Great Ape Kid Gokus, but again, they're not very good. So, I mean, if they gave him an easy A, you know, at least maybe one. Oh, actually, no. LR Goku and Arale are on there. Okay, so I was wrong. Okay, so you could run him with the Goku and Arale. Again, this is a free-to-play unit. Also, the Bulma and Kid Goku from the Super Battle Road reward LR. Again, you can run with them. The TUR for Goku and Arale, you can run them with them. Again, just a bunch of other Kid Gokus, like I said before, usually Great Apes. But yeah, okay, so never mind. Goku and Arale, people probably have them done. Again, they're very easy to obtain, so again, you can run them with them, for sure. You can run a rotation of this Android 8 and Kid Goku and Arale. So yeah, and then the last unit we're going to be talking about is the World Tournament reward card, this Saiyan Saga Kid Gohan. So he is Super AGL 2 key 70% stats. Super attack just lowers attack. Again, he's only an SSR right now. He's probably going to get a Dokkan Awakening very later on. Again, they're barely awakening that tech cell. So it's going to be a very long time till we see this guy get his awakening. And then he gets 60% attack and defense at the start of turn. So pretty decent. He gets an additional 20% at the start of each turn, up to 80%. So after, 4 turns, he's going to have 140% attack and defense. And then he gets 2 ki when there's a Piccolo on the team. And he's effective against all types when your team has Piccolo attacking in the same turn. And then 15% attack and defense with each attack received, up to 60%. So if he gets hit once for 4 turns, you know, he builds this up and this up. He's going to have, let me do some quick math, right? He's going to have 200% attack and defense, and then of course if you have Piccolo with him on a rotation, he's going to be super effective against all types, and he's going to have 2 ki. So, the only issue being is Piccolo. Piccolo's the only issue, because again, Youth, there's no Piccolo on there. Goku's family, there's no Piccolo on there. Hybrid Saiyans, there's no Piccolo on it. The only place that you can run this guy with a Piccolo to get this 2 part of his passive, which is effective against all types and ki, is Bond of Master and Disciple. And currently the only true leader for that category is in Future Gohan, who I bet a lot of people don't have because they probably didn't summon for him, even though I think he's greatly underrated. Again, I'm a huge fan of Future Gohan. I think he's super underrated, but again, I did not see, you know, it being, you know, worth summoning for him. I mean, you can run these guys as well. This Blue Goku's decent. Again, he's an orb changer, so that's really good. This Future Trunks, he's okay. The only issue is he's only really, like, super good against Cells. And then, obviously, this Whis is probably not going to be the best leader because he's not going to link up very well with these, you know, Saiyans. Alright, so again, LR Piccolo, again, if they give him an easy A one day, he's going to be ridiculous, and I could see you running them as a rotation. Who else? Let's see if there's other... Oh, the AGL free-to-play Piccolo. Again, the issue being is Lynx is going to be a huge issue for these guys. Let's see if there's any other Piccolos. Maybe Dokkan Fest Physical Piccolo? Okay, so there's these 2 int ones, but again, I think one of these is the TUR of the LR. Who else? Yeah, Dokkan Fest Piccolo's on there for sure. This Piccolo is actually pretty good because he's an old unit and he has an easy A, so you can run him, Dokkan Fest Piccolo, obviously LR World Tournament Piccolo, this Piccolo from the Universal Survival Saga, and then this free-to-play AGL Piccolo. So you do have some options. Again, the only issue being that, again, you can only really get those other 2 parts of his passive, the ki and the effective against all types, if you have a Piccolo. Which is a bit of a bummer. You know, even if you don't have Piccolo, I think he's going to be fairly decent, I would say, for maybe the longer events in the game. Because, again, a lot of his passive is, you know, he has to wait, you know, like 4 turns, or he has to get hit. So, yeah, I would say this Kid Gohan is more built for the longer type of events. Alright, so that is going to do for today's video. Again, just to quickly kind of go over it, you know, last minute thing. Very good unit. Get this guy done. 1000 Day Goku, again, I really can't say anything else about him other than if you logged in for 2000 days, then get ready. You're going to have a very good free-to-play unit, and he's actually honestly going to be a unit that I would not mind running myself. Again, I haven't even reached 1000 days on my global account, so honestly, I can't even get this guy yet. And then for 2000 days to see this guy easy aid, that's going to be very far in the future. And then, of course, if you have this AGL Vegito, it's a very strong unit, both offensively and defensively. Again, the only issue is he has to super attack first in order to get this part of his passive of 2 ki, an extra 120% attack and defense, and the 70% chance to dodge. The support type ability is very powerful. Again, don't forget about that. Android 8, again, don't underestimate this guy. Dragon Ball Saga, Kid Goku, and Arale, if you have that unit done, you can run these two together. You know, he's got guard, he's got damage reduction, and he gets an extra attack and defense buff with the Goku. So, actually, I read that wrong. It just says Goku's family. So, Gohan is on Exploding Rage, so you can run AGL Gohan with this Android 8. So, again, I actually read that wrong. It just says Goku's family, so that's actually much better. So, you can definitely run him on Exploding Rage in Dragon Ball Saga. Again, he's going to be decent on androids because, again, he's going to have guard and he's going to have damage reduction. But, again, this extra 120% attack and defense is really going to make him look even more outstanding. And then, of course, this Kid Gohan. Again, with every World Tournament, I think I might go for this Kid Gohan. Again, I might just go for one copy. I'm not going to rainbow this guy. I don't have the time to get top 2000. It's so hard. It's so tedious, and I just don't have the patience to grind him, grind the World Tournament all the way to top 2000. So, anyways, guys, that is going to do for today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.